Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. Before I get into the topics in this video, I first want to give a shout out to the singer Brandy. Brandy just dropped a new song featuring Chance the Rapper called Baby Mama, and the song is being used to help raise money for single parent families. So shout out to Brandy for doing good work. Now let's get into the mess, okay? The rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine dropped his new song and made his first public appearance on social media since he got out of prison. Back in 2018, Tekashi was arrested for his involvement in gang activity, and he was indicted on several charges, including racketeering, shooting, robbery, and drug trafficking charges. And he was supposed to face many years in prison. In fact, he was supposed to spend up to life in prison. However, he snitched on his whole crew. Tekashi was running with a gang called the 9 Trey Bloods, and he snitched on all of them. And in turn, he got a much lower sentence, and he only spent a year and a half in prison. Now, some people have an issue with the fact that Tekashi was able to snitch and still get the type of push that he's getting in the industry. There have been some rappers in the past who have taken major hits on their career for snitching. So some people out there are upset. And one of those people is Meek Mill. Meek Mill went on a Twitter rant today about Tekashi. He said, "I hope that rat going live to apologize to the people he told on or the victim. Y'all forgot that fast. A rat killed Nipsey. He wasn't supposed to be on the streets. Left his baby mom and child like a coward as targets." Meek also said this, "Now you just an informant behind a keyboard trying to troll families you ruined, so it's not gonna hit the same. And by the way, I'm doing this for my sons, so you won't be around to impact their lives ever." All these cops killing people and this dude about to go on live joking about being a part of that to feed some rich white people. Laugh out loud. When they make spaceships, y'all know we cop it up right. Laugh out loud. And that new song, trash. We heard that BS. Now, DJ Academics took a screenshot of Tekashi's response, and Tekashi said, "Imagine having a newborn baby come into the world and be pressed about a Mexican with rainbow hair." That is kind of true, though. I'll be honest. Even though Meek Mill is telling the truth, he does sound salty. He really does. I think he's upset at the fact that Tekashi is getting more hype and more success after snitching than he is. So to me, it sounds like there's a tad bit of jealousy there. Meek Mill also said this, "I don't mean to mess that label money up, but I'll help them push somebody else. Someone can change lives in the trenches like we do. But that stuff over with." Now, Tekashi went on Instagram Live, and his live actually broke a record. 2 million people went on Instagram Live to watch him, and he actually explained the reason why he snitched. Now, I have my thoughts about this, and I'm going to tell you what I think after this video, but watch his reasoning.
If there is a street code, right? If there is a street code and there's something so-called as loyalty and everything and no snitching and all of that, I get it, right? But where was the loyalty when you was sleeping with my baby mother? Where was the loyalty when you was caught on the wiretap trying to kill me? Where was the loyalty when you tried to kidnap my mother? Where was the loyalty when you was stealing millions of dollars from me? Where was that? So who broke it first? I get it. Don't fight fire with fire. I'm sorry. But what did I do wrong? Be loyal to niggas that's fucking my baby moms? Be loyal to niggas that kidnap me? Beat the shit out of me on video and everything? I'm supposed to be loyal to that? No, you know what? You know what it is? Y'all don't want to accept the fact that those is all true facts. Y'all don't want to accept. Y'all understand why I snitch. Y'all understand. Y'all don't want to understand. It's not that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't want to understand. Y'all don't want to understand that, damn, this kid really was, he moved their families out of poverty. He paid for schools for all of the members, whatever. But he snitched on them. Why? Were they loyal to me? Cause when I met son, he was sleeping on the rug. I give him money. Yo, look, listen, I'm a rainbow Mexican hair kid. I rap. I'm not about that gang shit, but listen, I know how to get us out. You wasn't loyal to me, whether. But y'all understand. Let's just, y'all understand.
I have to pause this video really quick because I have to say something. Tekashi is sitting up on Instagram Live trying to play the victim, and I'm not here for it. What a lot of people may or may not know is Tekashi joined the 9 Trey Bloods because he wanted street cred, he wanted clout. So he funded a lot of the gang activity that was going on in the 9 Treys. Not only that, he was getting in fights and he was ordering attacks and hits on people. In fact, he had one of his people try to shoot Chief Keef. So let's not act like Tekashi is completely innocent, because he's not. Now, what Tekashi said is true. His gang did eventually turn on him, which is why he snitched. But here's the thing. He was hanging around criminals and he was doing criminal things with them. So it's not surprising that they would turn around and do criminal things back to Tekashi. But see, Tekashi was okay when they were violating other people and their families. But the minute they do something to him and his family, he all of a sudden wants to play victim. And it doesn't work like that. If you get involved in gangs and do gang activity, you have to take everything that comes with it, even if you're not directly involved in everything they do. And the no snitching policy is one of the things that come with it. Snitching is okay for anybody else who's not a part of that life. But if you are a part of that life, you have to follow code, because if you don't, you can possibly lose your life. This is why I think people should stay away from gangs, because it's not the type of lifestyle they can handle. And it's unfortunate because a lot of kids grow up in gangs and they feel like they don't have a choice but to be a part of the gang life. However, Tekashi made a choice to join a gang at the age of 21 years old for clout. He was never about that life, ever. He only joined because he wanted street cred. And now he's going on Instagram Live trying to justify snitching, but snitches are getting stitches every day. So the message that he's trying to send is snitching is okay, but a lot of these snitches are not making it out alive. So he has to be careful of that message. And he also has to realize that people are not going to respect him for being a proud snitch, because the police use snitches to purposely target Black groups. So some of his peers in the industry are not going to respect him, and it is what it is. With all that being said, I do kind of understand where Tekashi is coming from. I'm not trying to dismiss everything that he went through, but at the same time, this is what he signed up for. He chose to align himself with criminals, so he can't expect them to be loyal to him, and he can't expect them to not violate him when he knew what they were about when he joined their crew. This is why I say people should stay away from gangs, because it's nothing to play around with, and it's not cool to commit crimes. But anyway, let me get off my soapbox and play the rest of what Tekashi said.
Y'all didn't really have a reason to dislike me just because I screamed in raps and I got rainbow hair. That was y'all reason, right? Or he's mad, loud, that was y'all reason. But then now y'all got a reason. So of course the go-to is, oh, he snitched. He's a rat. So that's y'all go-to, which I understand, and I don't blame y'all. I can't blame y'all. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my fans, because they don't deserve that. My family, my mother, my family don't deserve that. And I'm sorry. But y'all not gonna break me down like if I did something wrong. Listen, I snitched. I ratted. But who was I supposed to be loyal to? If you can't be loyal to me out here in the free world, and you fucking my baby mom, and while I'm out on tour making money for all of us, you back at home sleep with my baby mom, then I get kidnapped, then you try to kill me? If you can't be loyal to me out here in the free world, what makes you think if I would have held it down, you wouldn't violate me in the prison? Stab me up, poke me up in my neck. What? I'm not going to lose my life over a no-hater, over no, yo, you did the wrong Nah, y'all understand it. Y'all don't want to understand it. Y'all don't want to understand it. You know why people so mad? Because they thought it was over for me. They counted me out. Oh, you ratted, it's over for you. Y'all could never cooperate with the government and come back. Y'all could never do that. I'm a living legend at the age of 24 years old. Y'all didn't go through what I went through, and I still came home, and I'm a legend at the age of 24 years old because I came home and a rat is doing more numbers than you. I would be mad too. I would. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
So that's Tekashi talking his talk, and I do think some rappers out there like Meek Mill are a little salty over Tekashi's success, but at the same time, I don't blame them for not respecting Tekashi. I don't, but Tekashi's not going anywhere anytime soon. He's doing numbers. He just broke the record for having the most views on Instagram Live, and his new video is trending at #1 on YouTube. So he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Anyway, let me move on and talk about the rapper Trina and her beef with the other rapper Khia. Now, about 2 weeks ago, Khia was on her show called The Gag Order saying how she would love to have a music battle with Trina. She thinks that she could beat Trina in a versus battle. Now, the Neighborhood Talk 2 on Instagram posted this video. Shout out to them. And this is what Khia said. Watch this.
You know, they did the verses tonight with him and Babyface.
So what they doing? They singing or they just playing their songs? I don't know what's going on. What are they doing? Are they singing or they just playing their hits?
No, they're just playing their records. So they battling back to back with their records, like previous records.
I want somebody to do. Who want to try me like that? Who?
Trina. Hey, Trina.
Can't Trina stop Harper? You want to have a hit battle? Oh Lord, I got 285 hits to put on your. What? So who won?
Now, Khia thinks she has enough hits to go toe-to-toe with Trina. Khia is mostly known for her hit My Neck, My Back, and that's pretty much the only hit that most people know from her. So it is laughable that she thinks she has more hits than somebody like Trina. But I can't lie, Khia does have some underrated songs that people might like. So she could go head-to-head with Trina musically, but she just doesn't have as much hits as Trina does. Now, Trina responded to Khia on the 99 Jams radio show, and this is what she said.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me say one more thing, because I'm not going to entertain the blogs. I'm not a person that does all that. Everybody knows me. I'm a queen. This is called royalty over here, okay? I'm not stepping off my throne to address no bum, no chicks that are beneath me, and nobody that has not worked as hard as I worked for anything. So when you girls or whatever you want to be are calling my name, you want to battle, you want to do all this, first of all, make sure you have 10 hits. Make sure you have enough records. Make sure you're on my level if you think you want to go toe-to-toe with me, because you cannot. Okay, let's make that very clear. So the blogs and whoever else can post whatever, I will not address you scumbags. You are beneath me and you will always be. Please make sure you understand that.
So that was Trina's response, and I'm sure y'all are wondering, why did Trina respond like that? Well, if you don't know, Trina and Khia do have a rocky history. Now, Khia has been throwing shots at Trina for years. I do remember when Khia was on the Queen's Court with T.S. Madison, and she dragged Trina and called her every name in the book but a child of God, and Trina did respond to Khia on The Breakfast Club.
It was Khia or Khia, what's her name?
We don't address cockroaches on The Breakfast Club, okay? What I'm trying to tell you is, when you look at the Trina music, you see the Trina name, you wonder how Trina lasts for 17 years. You know how Trina gets so many bags? That royalty is very good, Daddy.
When Khia heard this, she did clap back at Trina on the Queen's Court, and she revealed the reason why she was beefing with Trina.
I really don't know what to say to you other than I hit you up a long time ago, but don't you ever in your 49 years of living, you bastard hound looking bitch, try to come for me. You is not the baddest bitch. You do not look better than me. You do not have more hits than me. All you do is try to make friends with in the industry. You're just a bed bug. If I'm a roach, you a bed bug, and you know how bed bugs do to people's body. You've been infecting people's beds for many, many, many motherfucking years. Now the people can really see why, you know, I don't do you and I roast you every chance I get, and I'm never going to take my foot off of your neck. You always think that a have to come through you. You was a hater because you felt like I had to come through you to get the trick. When I jumped on the you was mad because you felt like you was the first lady of slip and slide, and I called you all kind of bitches and yes, I did, because that's what you is. You was mad because I called you all kind of bitches and you was mad at Trick Daddy because he did a song with me and I wasn't the first lady of slip and slide. I was the queen of the South, the queen, meaning I own my all of it, and you don't own nothing but the that you suck. Did you ever tell anybody why you put a diss record out on me? Why you try to act like you the Diamond Princess and have everybody thinking that I'm just roasting and hating on you? You put a diss record out on me because you thought that you was the Diamond Princess and everybody had to go through you, and I had to show you that no, I'm the queen. I don't have to go through you. I'm going to go through Trick. Do jump on the it's going to be a hit hole, and you mad?
So you heard that. This is the reason why Khia doesn't like Trina, and she has been roasting her for years because of this. Now, there was a moment when Khia took things a little too far when she came for Trina's mother. Trina's mother just passed away last year, and Khia said that Trina sacrificed her mother to cure her incurable disease. That's what Khia said. So as you can imagine, Trina was upset about this, and this is the reason why she will never, ever, ever be on good terms with Khia. Now, I do want to go back to what Khia said about Trina allegedly being upset with her for collaborating with Trick Daddy without checking with her first. And of course, Khia didn't want to bow down to Trina, so she cursed her out, and that led to them having a beef. And even though Khia likes to exaggerate, I do believe that she's telling the truth, because I do remember on the Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion, Trick Daddy said that any female rapper who's trying to make it out of Florida, specifically Miami, Florida, they can't disrespect Trina at all, because they have to go through Trina to make it.
First of all, I say, if you're a female artist and you're trying to make music in Miami, you can't say nothing negative about Trina because she knows everybody.
Because you said to me, Trick vouched for you. Trick vouched for one bitch and one bitch only. That's the baddest bitch. There will never be another. Let's be very clear.
So as you can see, there's somewhat of an elitist attitude that Trina has. And that's not to say that Trina hates on other female artists, because that's not true. Trina has embraced a lot of female rappers. So Trina doesn't have an issue with uplifting other artists. However, she doesn't tolerate any disrespect. Because she's the biggest female rapper to come out of Miami, she feels like people, especially female artists, have to bow down and respect her. And there's no issue with that. I think she does deserve her respect because she put in a lot of work. But I could see why this was an issue for Khia back in the day, because Khia didn't want to boost Trina's ego and kiss up to her because she felt like she was her equal. So this whole situation is the reason why Khia and Trina are beefing to this day. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.